What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville Extra, honey. We got Miss Kimmy Scott, and she gets to talking about her journey with, breast cancer and how she is doing a lot better. She also talks about Melody calling up those people, honey, to invite them to Kimmy's celebration party, and how Melody, honey, had a trap phone, honey, not a flip phone. She also talks about how Martell Hope misses his family, honey. Yeah, right. You wouldn't have messed your family up, hook-headed. So without further ado, honey, because it's only right, let's hear what Miss Kimmy Scott has to say, honey.
I think that's the number one fan question is, how are you doing health-wise? Because everyone has been...
I'm feeling so much better. Better than I have in 6 months, actually. I don't feel myself, obviously. But I'm getting there. Every day, it's a little bit closer, and it's a little bit better. And, it's like once you have a few minutes to regroup, then it's something else. So once I started feeling a little better, then I started radiation. And so radiation kind of takes a little bit out of me too. So once we get past like all of these things, I anticipate I should be back to myself in short fashion.
You from season 1 really give us an inside look into your life, into your marriage, into your friendships. How have you seen Love and Marriage Huntsville grow and change since like day 1 filming episode 1? I imagine
it's a little different, and mostly because you start getting a little more acclimated to your surroundings and the expectations, to be perfectly honest. In season 1 we were out here just new jacks, just talking and doing whatever, and a lot of what I've gathered from this TV show, in all honesty, is weird because a lot of times fans will be like, well, she doesn't talk to her, or she wouldn't talk to her, The show actually does force you to have some conversations that you normally just wouldn't have. It does. Like, sometimes you'll tell a producer, like, I don't want to talk to her. Like, I hear what you're saying, but y'all gonna go lunch and y'all gonna kind of get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe in your natural environment, you would like, peace out. You'd be like, I'm okay. So,
Child, I know that would be the case, honey, for Miss Robinson, honey, because I couldn't be talking to Miss Tisha Scott, okay? She'll probably be like, I don't like you, brand new. You think you are that. You think you better than somebody, okay? And I would have to tell Tisha, honey, Miss Robinson, honey, it's that girl, honey. You better recognize. Okay, but I know I wouldn't like Tisha. I wouldn't like Stormy. I would probably like Melody. I know I would like her. And Kimmy. I would like Kimmy as long as we getting the good Kimmy, not the Kimmy running back, reporting on behalf of her sister-in-law and brother-in-law, honey, okay? I want Kimmy back from, what was it, season 2 or 3? Like, Kimmy was, like, really, I think it was season 3 where Kimmy wasn't taking no bullshiggity, honey, from nobody, okay? Come on back, Kimmy.
So I think that has been beneficial, to some degree, in all honesty. And I think the relationships have grown. You've gotten to see people in a different light because people can't put on like for 4 or 5 years. Eventually the real you come on out. Like it's going.
Yes, it do. Like the real Marceau and Tisha came out at that reunion where we found out Marceau has been inappropriate, honey, in his marriage, honey, to Letitia, liking big booty pics and messaging girls, honey. Just nasty, okay? So nasty and so rude. Shout out to my girl Kiki, honey, for exploiting their asses, honey, on that reunion. Honey, just telling us all the tea, honey. Miss Robinson was sipping, honey. Okay, and it was some good tea. Ain't nothing like the tea that got the truth up in it, okay? Because we know we wasn't going to get that from the Scots. They was going to sit up there and lie to us, okay? You ain't got to lie to kick it, okay?
Come out eventually. So you get to see like a lot of different aspects. I like that they're bringing on new faces, even though sometimes some of the new faces, as fans, we got to get used to the new faces and the new dispositions and all that kind of thing. But I like the fact that they're bringing new people with new situations to discuss and discover.
Right.
And shout out to cousin Kiki, honey, who is in the credits now, honey. Okay, I love that.
Episode 1, we saw Mel. She was helping to plan your gathering, your party. She didn't want to talk to people, so she had a trap phone calling people up. What was your reaction to your girl Mel in this trap phone, calling up to get the invites to people?
Well, it tickled me, first of all, because even when we talked about it, I was wondering how she was going to get it done, because sometimes when Mel takes her hiatus, people don't have her new phone number. So I was like, if she calls from her phone, they don't have your new phone number. So I was tickled. I was wondering how she was going to circumvent, calling all of these people. She assured me when we had our conversation that she was okay with making the phone calls, even though there were several people that were, not in her best comfort zone. And so I believed her. I mean, I didn't know how she was going to get it figured out, but but she got it figured out.
She did. Okay, and I think that's a good point too, because I think when fans were watching and they saw what was happening with Mel and Stormy, people didn't understand about this hiatus, like you said, that Mel takes. So you know Mel in real life, we watch the show. Mel does indeed take hiatuses after the show to like
Child, who wouldn't? Okay, after being around all these people on the first floor, okay, I would need several hiatuses, okay?
Right here to protect her peace. So that is like a thing. So you've never had a situation where, for you personally, you were offended when you.
But see, like that's not my personality either. Because even if you remember, Tisha and I had a moment where Tisha felt like I didn't call her enough. Like.
Okay, y'all hear that? And y'all know why Tisha felt like that. Because she is Miss Codependent. She ain't got her own brain. Okay, I'm with Kimmy. That's not my personality either. You ain't got to talk to me every day. Okay, just let me know, what's going on when you want to get together. I may call you, you may call me, and I'm that type of girl, okay? I will see you when I see you, but I ain't got to see and talk to your ass every day. Miss Robinson got stuff to do, okay?
That's just, I'm not a big caller. I'm not going to run you down. Like, if you want a hiatus, then go ahead on. And when you feel like coming on back, then we're going to holler at you. So, no, it doesn't move me like maybe it moves other people. However, if you're...
I.e. Tisha and Stormy and Destiny, honey, okay?
Committed to making a friendship work, and the other people are affected by it, then maybe you might make some changes. You know what I'm saying? But at this,
I do agree with what Kimmy is saying as far as that. Like, if Melody actually values some of these relationships, she should tell people, hey, this is my new number. I had to change my number because of blase. I got these kids by this narcissist, honey. Okay, just tell them that. I'm sure that would be good enough. But what I think the problem is, you guys, she don't like or trust the people on this show. So that's probably why they're not getting an explanation, okay? Especially when it comes to Stormy and her mammy, who been, out in these social media streets, honey, just dragging Melody's name, honey, down to the ground, honey, okay? But if it was somebody like Kimmy and I happen to change my number, I'm going to make a call to Kimmy, right? And I feel like Melody would do that and let Kimmy know, well, girl, this is my new number, right? What do y'all think about that? Please put that in the comments. Do you feel like Melody should let these people know, when she actually changes her phone number, if, she really wants to have a relationship with them?
This juncture, there's not a person who knows us that shouldn't know that she's going to take a hiatus. Like the first one might have been a surprise. Like, when Tisha, she was like, oh, I had to back away. That might have been a surprise. At this juncture, it shouldn't be a surprise.
It shouldn't.
Something that even played out on episode 1 was we saw there was this, I guess you could call it a co-parenting conversation on one side. So Martell had asked Melody to pray, he said, for their co-parenting situation. According to Mel, she said the actual prayer was about him praying that they could reconcile and get back together. What do you think about these fan theories? And it's not even a fan theory, it's a Carlos King theory at this point because he said at the reunion that Martell honestly just really wants his family back. He's not so much worried about the co-parenting, he's more so worried about the coupling.
I obviously can't speak for either of them. However, from what I know in our friendship, to say the least, when they first separated, I honestly thought that they would work it out. Like if I was a betting woman, I would have lost my money because I would have thought that they had worked it out.
Child, ain't nobody working nothing out with a cheater, okay? He had cheated and lied all throughout those years, honey. Kimmy, girl, you shouldn't even want that for Melody, okay? But she probably feel like since Melody took him back so many times, she felt like, well, maybe she would give him another chance. But ain't nobody got time for these narcissists, honey. And, them lying to you. Okay, love bombing you. That ain't real love either. Okay, acting like they go do right by you and they never do. That's the devil, okay?
But at this juncture, I do get that they've had some obstacles that, you know, you just aren't going to be able to come back from.
Hell no, you ain't gonna be able to come back from him getting that side chick pregnant. Okay, and he got her pregnant multiple times, and she finally carried out one of the pregnancies. So hell no, ain't nobody coming back from that, Kimmy. You know you wouldn't do it either. Okay.
Most people. I think Martell loves the aspect of family.
I think Martell likes the idea, okay, of family, because you had it and you threw it all away for some ooga booga on the first floor. And we have to recognize, you guys, in life, do we really want something in our life, or do we just like the idea of having something? Because you really have to put in the work to maintain anything in this life of substance, you know? So I think he's an idealist.
I know of him as a person, that's just what I believe. He has said, matter of fact, several times. And he likes that environment. I mean, obviously, he doesn't like the fussing and fighting and not getting along or not getting what he wants out of a relationship. And I'm sure she doesn't like not getting what she needs out of a relationship. But I think he does miss the situation. I think he misses it.
I bet he do. Melody was a good supply for this fool, okay?
Having a family. And quite frankly, I think he's verbalized that like several times, to be perfectly honest.
All right, honey, I'm going to read some comments, honey, from the people to see what they got to say about this. One person says, I think the audacity. Kimmy walks in a one-sided gray area. Not for one moment has she ever put herself in Melody's shoes and thought, what is she going through? Even though she met them both and became friends with both of them as couples, why does she have to show sympathy for Martell as if him missing having a family is sad, but how he treated Melody is overlooked? It's what she doesn't say that will always make me side-eye Kimmy. Do y'all feel like that? I think she's trying to be neutral, like overly neutral to both, because she has to film with Martell, and you know he a narcissist, and you know if she tell too much of the truth, honey, it would hurt his feelings, and I wouldn't give a damn about his feelings. But honey, I'm not Kimmy either. I think Kimmy is just trying to be fair, not trying to say too much to be in support of Melody. I think she understands, though, how Melody feels, even though she doesn't verbalize it. What do you all think? Put it in the comments. I'm going to keep reading these comments. Another person says, I'm so tired of folks pitying Martell. Not one of the cast have condemned his ratchet behavior towards Mel, nor other folks coming for Mel, her children, and her mother. Another person says, what am I missing? Because I don't get it. Martell has the family he wanted. Air conditioner and their kid together. He threw everyone and everything away to be with her. Marry her and get on with your life. The only thing he misses from the M&M family is the access to higher society and Mel's money. Not Mel's money, honey, okay? Another person says, I hope Kimmy feels like herself soon. As for Martell, the women on the cast seem to deal with internalized misogyny and have bullies for husbands. Ooh, child, this is getting good. Okay, let's have some church. Carlos needs to bring on more opinionated, independent, successful women because there is a major lack of balance on this show in all areas. They should recast and keep it focused on women only. The men on the show are exhausting and not entertaining. Oh, child, I think she thinks they abusive, and they are. A lot of them are a bit narcissistic in their ways. I always thought Maurice was a good guy, but he be saying stuff and be moving a certain way and be, leaving stuff out, honey, when it come to Kimmy, lying by omission and, not telling Kimmy everything that's going on with Monster, triangulating Kimmy with Kiowa. I don't like all of that. So I kind of agree with some of that, honey. Okay. Another person says Mel was the blessing that held that family together. Martel messed that up. He probably do miss his family, but he has to own what he did. Exactly. You made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. Another person says Martel misses the resources that Melody provided. He is a narcissist in every meaning of the word. He is all about himself and is willing to use anyone to get what he wants, including his kids. Exactly. Another person says, this is exactly how I know they don't really care for Melody. Like they say they do, because this man could literally be all up in Melody's face like he's going to hit her and no one does anything about it. But when he was in Miss Wanda's face, like Marceau's face, everybody was jumping in the middle to hold them back. Excusing his violent behavior when it comes to Mel, but not when it comes to anyone else. SMH. Another person says, I'm praying for Kimmy's complete healing in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Okay. Another person says, Kimmy will never feel what Mel went through, but understands Martel. A lot of y'all taking that to heart. I get it. Another person says, I agree. Martel just misses the lifestyle he had with Melody. He chose to let his selfish ways destroy his family. You made that bed. Now you got to lay in it. I'm glad Kimmy is feeling better. Another person says, you are absolutely right. Martel only wants to control Melody. How can a serial cheater want to be a family man? Make it make sense. Another person says, Kimmy's answers was disappointing because they all have witnessed Martel's actions verbally, physically, and mentally to Mel, along with having a child outside the marriage, and all of them being privy to his affair behind Mel's back. It's actually disgusting for her to speak from her mouth of hope they would work it out after all the belittling, degrading, and disrespectful things that Martel and Slow Slaw has displayed. Another person says, if Mel has won custody of the Eminem kids, let's wait and see how often Martel picks up Knox. I have not seen Knox with Martel in a while. Someone correct me if I am wrong. Another person says, I think Kimmy tried to play the middle of the road. Remember, Kimmy showed compassion to Air Conditioner on the show, saying that Martel has a good heart and that he doesn't mean to hurt people. I think it's clear Martel wants his family back. His family includes Melody. Even if he had the chance to have his family back, I don't think he has displayed that his actions would be any different. I agree. Another person says, Kimmy is the type of woman who could cause a lot of emotional damage to another person. Someone could initially be drawn to her fair or reasonable disposition, but it is all such a sophisticated front. Peel back the layers and the low self-esteem is exposed. Ooh, not the low self-esteem. Do y'all think that she got low self-esteem? Another person says Kimmy is one of the more mature, intelligent women on this show beside Melody. However, she has a very shady side to her, and jumping on Martel's side in this matter of him wanting his family back or marriage back is giving misery loves company. Not one of these women could stand with the pain and suffering that Melody went through with Martel. Not one of the women ever said Martel effed up big time and he gets what he deserves. He has the family he wanted by continually cheating, so we'll see what these women will require of Melody when they go through the same thing that she has. Trust me, they will. Ooh, child. Another person says, Kimmy is the smart version of Tisha, but her agenda to be the queen of Huntsville is not different to Stormy's. Tisha hating on Mel is okay, but Kimmy pretending to like Mel is on the same level as Martel, who she supported more than she's ever done for Mel. Mel needs to wake up from her coma. Not coma. Another person says, I can respect what Kimmy stated about Martel and Melody. In the case of those two, you want to stay neutral and you want to stay clear with them as well. yeah, like I said, I felt like, that's what she was trying to do, honey. But guess what, honey? Y'all ain't here for it, okay? And I understand, honey. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of this, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.